You need all the room you can get when looking out your rear window, and sometimes the factory-mounted third brake light gets in the way. If you upgrade to some bigger tires like a lot of Jeep owners do and you don't have an extended light, it'll be covered up by the spare tire. This is a very affordable upgrade in lighting that adds to or replaces that OEM third brake light with 2 waterproof LED bulbs, while adding some safety and style points in the process. I'd like to mention that this is compatible with swing-out tire carriers because Delta gives you enough wiring for the leverage. Now, this will require some cutting and splicing, but since it's simple wiring, it still gets a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter from me, and I'll talk about that in just a second. There's not really much here, guys, but these 2 little brake lights are going to be surprisingly bright for their size. They have 3 red LEDs in each light, and they're encased in a waterproof housing with 2 rubber grommets, so you won't have to worry about weather conditions when mounted in the empty lug holes in the spare tire. The grommets on the housings will fit and be able to be accepted in any wheel's lug holes that is 0.6 inches and or larger. Now, Delta does say that some modification and trimming to the grommet might be necessary since all wheels are different. What I think is really neat is that they give you 3 spacers that go in the wheel studs on the spare tire carrier that space the wheel out from the tire carrier, which makes some extra room for the wires to be connected, disconnected, and fixed if they ever got loose. Like I said earlier, this will require some cutting and splicing, but Delta gives you all the necessary hardware like wire connectors and a bunch of wiring for lots of leverage, and even some zip ties to keep the wiring all clean. Right now, this is the most affordable option for a third brake light on the site right now, coming in at around $40. Not to mention that this is one of the most unique options that we offer, right next to the LED ring by Rugged Ridge. If you're looking for a new third rear brake light, this is almost a quarter of the price as some of the other options. And even though it's affordable, it's still a quality product. It's just that there's not that much here. Now, from customer reviews, you might need to give it a little bit of thought on how you want to get them fitting snug inside the empty lug holes, but Delta mentions this beforehand because all wheels are different. For a good-looking, unique third brake light that's going to give you some style and safety, it's definitely worth it in my book. Like I said, this is going to be cutting and splicing, but it's simple, so this still stands at a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. You're going to need a couple of hand tools, which I'll list on the side, and about 30 minutes of your time to get this all hooked up. First, remove the spare tire from the back of the vehicle and test to see if the lug lights fit. If not, you might have to do a little bit of trimming on the grommet like I said before. Once they fit, push them in and we can move over to the wiring. Find the power and the ground in the third brake light that's already hooked up to the Jeep. Connect the black wire to the ground with the blue snap-on connector and the white to the positive with another blue snap-on connector. Then you can hook up the lug nut LEDs to test them before reinstalling the spare tire. Put the spacers on each lug stud and feed the lug light wires through the lug hole and mount the rear tire back up. Before fully tightening the lugs down, be sure to connect them and test them to make sure that the lights are working and that they sit very snug. So if you're looking for a very affordable third brake light upgrade, Delta has you covered. This is Meredith with XT, and for everything Wrangler, keep it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.